Like, oh, wait, no. Oh! Check this out. Wait. Look. Like, no, look. Oh! Ich meine, sie wird an meiner Stadt. Oh! Real. You can't be real, girl. Look. Almost died.
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up. Sometimes shutting the fuck up is the best thing you can do.
Y'all, I'm pretty sure that we are in Revelations and that the Bible talked about moments like this, y'all. This is a lake in Aviso, California. The whole lake turned red. And look at all this foamy substance on the bank, y'all. Doesn't this remind you of the waters turning into blood in the book of Revelations? Revelation 16:3-4. And the second and third angel poured out their bowls into the sea, into the lake, and everything in the sea and the lake. So we're not just seeing red lakes, y'all. It seems that the planet has been showing her emotions as of late because a red sky just happened in Atlanta, y'all. Look at this. What is going on? Look at this, y'all.
It's 9 o'clock at night in Atlanta. Tell me why the sky look like this. What's going on? What in the Stranger Things is
Look at that. Y'all, it is 9 o'clock at night. Why does the sky of Atlanta look like that? It's 9:30 p.m. over here and the sky's completely dark as opposed to that little bit of blue. But red skies, red lake, y'all. We are witnessing some amazing things right now, y'all. You can call it anything, but all I know is this is prophetic, y'all. I mean, look how red that sky is. But like, follow, and share for more videos like this, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
A lot of people don't realize this, but most of the so-called chosen ones, which I don't like using that name, but we're going to use that for the time being. But a lot of us are homeless. We're houseless or in group homes, okay? And this is the best way I will explain it. We get put into situations, so like our family, right? Very toxic, bad energies. You always feel like you're being attacked by these people and you just don't want to deal with the shit no more. So you know what we do? We go do our own fucking thing. If that's the so-called being homeless or houseless, which y'all like to look down on people for that shit, we just tired of the bullshit. We'd rather be in our own energy than to be around bullshit. Y'all like to fake kick it and be around people just for what they can do for you or what they got, baby. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Now, I've been on this journey since like February. You feel me? And baby, I'm at peace. I don't gotta argue with nobody. I don't gotta worry about who eat my fucking food. I don't gotta worry about none of that shit. I'm at peace. You feel me? And before y'all get in my comments, tell me some, just get a job. Because I know how some of y'all, hey, baby, I have 2 jobs. Uno, dos. Okay? This is a choice for me. Okay? I am well taken care of. I am happy. I'm in my own fucking lane. You feel me? So, do what's best for you at all times. Protect your peace. It don't matter what you gotta do. Protect your motherfucking peace. Because that's all you have is your peace of mind and your sanity out of this motherfucker. And honestly, this whole situation has taught me that I can adapt to anything. I can do anything. I'm resilient as fuck. And I'm gonna make the best out of any situation that I'm put in. This shit will not break me at all, bitch. I'm stronger than all of this shit, okay? So if you are homeless or houseless, baby, don't be ashamed of that shit. The fuck? Because just know, the moment I'm ready for my reality to change, that shit gonna change. Okay? Clock that.
That anxious feeling you feel is discernment. You keep calling it overthinking, but what if it's not anxiety? What if it's your spirit warning you? Because it is. You feel uneasy before the text even come through. You get that gut twist right before they hit you up. That's not coincidence, baby. That's your intuition already reading the energy off rip. You get quiet around certain people for no reason. You think you being antisocial, but no, baby. That's your spirit shielding you. Discernment does not always come loud. It shows up as discomfort. It'll tell you when somebody's shady. It'll let you know when it's time to leave a certain place. Yeah, it'll pick up on people's energy and spirits every time. Baby, you also feel drained after certain conversations. Your anxiety rises, not because you're sensitive, but because your spirit knows that they're not safe. You can't explain it, but your body just knows. Discernment is spiritual data. You don't need proof. You need peace. And when something disrupts your peace, that's the evidence. So stop gaslighting your gift. You're not paranoid. You're perceptive. You're not crazy. You're called. And God did not give you this gift of discernment for decoration. He gave it to you.
It's 2025, and you mean to tell me they can't predict when a storm or a flood is coming to Texas? It's too much technology, too much resources. Something just don't seem right. But this story is much creepier because they can't find these children. I heard that these children are like kind of special. I want people to understand how our reality really works, because we blame a lot of people outside of ourselves because we don't realize we control everything in our reality. Just check out all these movies. End of the world, end of the world, end of the world. The world's going to end. More movies about the world ending. The list goes on and on. They are always trying to put a movie out there about the world coming to an end. That's because the elites understand that we are the ones that create this reality. They even made a movie about the world ending, and there was a lot of missing children. Missing children. So when we sit back and watch these movies about hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, the world ending, we become so lost when this shit really do manifest in our real reality. It's a reason why these people spend billions of dollars for the media control, information control, social media control. How many people you know that read newspapers and they believe every word they read? How many people you know that watch TV and they believe everything they see on the news? Our reality is nothing but a simulation that's taking place inside of our body. The people that control this world, they need you to believe in this shit, because once you believe in it, it manifests. Belief is like the hard drive in our universe. You know how spiritual people say they getting downloads out of nowhere? Why do you think they use the word download? That's because when they give you movies like this about the world coming to an end, it's being downloaded in your subconscious. The people that control the information, they need your permission before you do anything. And when you watch movies like this, you are giving them permission. When you go out and vote, you are giving them permission. So when you go out there and vote for someone, everything they do, you are connected to it because you gave them your energy or permission. But this video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. So many people ask, how can we fix this reality? I just want to tell you, it's really simple. We create shit like this because our mind is nothing but a projector or a TV. If you turn on your TV and you don't like a certain movie, what do? You turn that shit off. You turn the channel or you hit the power button. Your brain is the power button. The more we watch shit like this, more events like this take place. They are feeding us this information to our pineal gland. Just remember, they have no power without you. Your eyes represents lights on, lights off. If you want to turn off the matrix,
Definitely feeling this energy because the Schumann resonance hit a power level of 72 today. And the other reason why I know why this is very active today is because my neighbor, whenever the Schumann resonance spikes really high, she's walking around confused because she doesn't know what to do. And this is exactly the reason why shoes were created. I don't know if you guys know that. So this is exactly how it works. We have energies coming from above, which is the sun, and we have energies coming from below, which is the earth, the black sun. You have us, right? The children of earth. We are sandwiched exactly in between these energies. So the earth, you can think of these as timelines, right? So that's why people feel like they're jumping timelines, because earth is sending us new energy via the bright white Christ conscious energy that's enveloped in the red energy. Red has to do with grounding, root chakra. This is why it's very important for you guys to go out there and grounding, because that's root chakra. Your root chakra is the very first chakra. It is your base. It is your foundation. It is your stability. So if you're feeling off the rocker, it's because you're not grounded enough. That's why shoes were created. If we are electromagnetic beings and we are wearing rubber shoes, right? Rubber repels electricity. Then we cannot complete the feedback loop which we have between the earth and the sun. You see, the earth releases free radicals in the form of electrons, and these electrons, you take them, they're literally like antioxidants, so that the earth can literally fix your problem. But because people are wearing shoes and they're not grounding up or hugging trees, right? They used to call us tree huggers. Now people are feeling all kinds of way right now. Again, they call this hurts for a reason. If you're not out there transmuting that frequency that hurts, then you're going to feel the pain. As you can see over here, you see these peaks and troughs over here. Something is literally breathing life into us below, y'all. Remember, they said the earth is spinning the other way now, and this has activated the battery of the earth, which is the black sun. Again, this is why you see the energies that are coming in through the earth are enveloped in green light, because this is the light of the black sun, that aurora borealis energy. They told us in all these movies, it is that gamma radiation or the aurora borealis energy that's coming to upgrade our DNA. Y'all see it. So just because we're not seeing the aurora borealis with our two physical eyes don't mean it's not happening, because we only see 0.1% of the light spectrum, y'all. So there's a lot going on that we're not privy to. So if you guys want to feel better during these highs and lows, literally, then go out there and ground yourself. I mean, you guys hear the cicadas, y'all. They're literally playing a frequency to help you tune as well too. Everything in nature is helping you, but you got to do your part. Yes, y'all, someone also mentioned I should be doing daily Schumann resonance reports. Do y'all want that? Let me know. I'll be doing that every single day if y'all let me know. But yes, y'all, the shift is here. Go make sure you ground yourself. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
I was shown a very dark cave, a very dark, shadowy place, and there was these two beings standing there. There was one that was the classic reptilian that I described, with the head very much like a T-Rex. And then another being that was the same size, just standing there next to it. It was more snake-like. It was humanoid, but its head was literally like a snake. It had quite a petite face, smaller face, much smaller than the big snout of the other reptilian. But also, the face was even shorter snout, and it was light-colored scales down its chest. It was like the underbelly of a snake, light golden. It didn't have a tail. It was much slimmer than a human.
Ubuntu means white people cannot have Ubuntu, and that means white people are not human.
That is correct. White people cannot have Ubuntu. And that's not our fault. That's your fault. White people lost their humanity a long time ago. Long before we ever started singing Kill the Boer. Long before they ever set foot on African soil. Do you know what white people were busy doing in Europe? They were killing each other. And this lasted for hundreds of years. Go read up on European history. It's just war after war after war. They only stopped killing each other when they found us. But that was temporary. Because after they were done colonizing us, they started World War I and World War II. They just couldn't resist the urge to kill and destroy. It's part of their heritage. It's their white supremacist culture. They came to Africa with empty hearts and greedy hands. And because our ancestors were guided by Ubuntu, we welcomed these strangers into our home. Our ancestors didn't know they were inviting the devil into their lives. Our people showed them kindness. We gave them food, shelter, respect. And what did we get in return? Chains, whips, guns, rape, and genocide. Then they wonder why we see them as non-human. No human being would do what they did to another human being. Only a demon could do what white people did to us. Only the devil himself would look into the eyes of a black child and see a slave. You dehumanized us first. You dehumanized us for hundreds of years. White people are experts at dehumanizing anybody that doesn't look like them. And then you wonder why we don't trust you. You don't get to colonize us and steal from us and enslave us and then turn around and get offended when we sing a struggle song like Kill the Boer. This is our song and we will sing it whenever and wherever we want. That song was created during a time where our people were being treated like animals by the worst people to ever walk this planet. We did nothing to you. We didn't steal your land. We didn't enslave your children. You did that to us. You came here. You took everything from us. And now you want us to live in peace, but you don't want to give back what you stole. The only thing white people have ever known is how to kill, steal, and oppress. And that's why you will never have Ubuntu.
I know everybody been seeing this video of people putting up the barricades around the White House. But nobody explained why though. These barricades, these fences y'all see, are anti-climbing fences. They've been popping these joints up all overnight as if they're expecting something. Now, if you ask me, that's not usual for the 4th of July prep. Have y'all ever seen that before? I haven't. So people going around saying these barricades is something they use for when people get out of line or some crazy shit go down like major unrest, riots. And as of right now, I have not got no official statement. Have y'all? If you got an official statement on why they putting these up, let me know down below in the comments. Let's keep it real though. Every time the White House gets sealed up like this, something major happens. Something big happens. So here's my genuine question. Are they expecting some type of trouble? Or are they already preparing for something that's here? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this situation.
So you know how everybody been feeling like time is speeding up? Well, this just confirmed the feeling that everybody been feeling, because now they said summer 2025 will have the 3 shortest days as Earth rotation unexpectedly accelerate. Now they say it's supposed to be shorter by 1.5 milliseconds shaved off the clock. Then explain to me why every time I blink, it feels like the day is gone. Like time as we know it is speeding up. And it's crazy because other people have been feeling the exact same way. It done got to the point to where I literally have to have different alarms throughout the day so I can keep track of time. And let's not forget, Matthew 24 and 22 talk about how time is supposed to be shortened in the last days. And even more evidence to prove the point that time is speeding up. But remember this man who put this phone on airplane mode in 2024, he opened the phone and now it's different times. Like the current time that's on this tablet is way different from this phone. It's definitely a lot of strange things that's going on. But y'all let me know in the comments though, who else been feeling like time has been speeding up? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Immigrants claiming that they're birthright citizens, but they are in America running foreign businesses, stealing wealth from the indigenous. Coercion and fraud seem to never have any witnesses. The silent war is what we're experiencing. Everything we're seeing right now isn't a coincidence. Their time is up, the reset is imminent. Now watch how politicians, judges, and doctors act innocent, knowing they exploited humanity's ignorance. Then silence the chosen one's spiritual intelligence. Now ask yourself, do you really have independence? When we know they've been trying to G-side the whole race out of existence, while people from different countries get government assistance, and during that process they pledge their allegiance to the United States corporation controlled by demons, by the L-66 invisible legions. I'm spitting that knowledge you need to be receiving. Anybody can understand it. I'm shallow banned for that reason.
People in 2025 are saying put down the groceries and pass me the Meow Mix, because now cat food is now cheaper than human food. Prices have gotten so out of hand, now people are buying canned cat food for dinner. This guy is going around and showing us his favorite cat meals, and you know, just in case if you want to try some.
I've been eating cat food to save money on food lately, and I can show you some of my favorites. That's a good one.
Really? Where's he from, y'all? I want to know where's he from.
Usually I have this one for dinner. Somebody already cracked it open, they couldn't wait. If I want a treat, I'll have some of these. These are pretty good. Can't go wrong with party mix, though. I love eating cat.
And I'm gonna tell you this is nothing new, y'all. I've actually heard of people eating animal food. This guy right here, he might be a furry or whatever they're calling it nowadays. You know, those people playing cosplaying as animals. So take precaution. But the fact that people are reverting to eating animal food, have you guys seen the price of soda now, y'all? Look at this. This is crazy.
12 motherfucking 99. I know these ain't the damn cheap grocery prices y'all voted for. Selling your soul to an orange fucking piece of shit. $12.99 for a 12-pack. That's more than a damn dollar a can. And that.
According to the Akashic Records, what is the most spiritually aligned food humans can eat?
According to the Akashic Records, the most spiritually aligned food humans can eat is fresh, sun-charged living fruits. Here's why. Fruits are seen as the purest expression of divine nourishment. They carry the highest life force because they grow through the union of earth, water, sunlight, and cosmic energy. They are offered willingly by the plant without taking the life of the plant itself, aligning with the principle of ahimsa, non-harm. Their cellular structure is easily absorbed by the human body, leaving little waste and more light integration. Spiritually, fruits are liquid sunlight in physical form. They cleanse, rejuvenate, and raise your vibration because they hold the codes of abundance, sweetness, and divine simplicity. And fruits like mangoes, figs, grapes, dates, and berries are especially potent because they carry ancient lineages of nourishment used by mystics, yogis, and seers to purify the body temple and open higher perception.
According to the Akashic Records, is it true that some ancient humans lived only on sunlight and prana instead of solid food? To hear the rest of that, you're going to have to head over to my YouTube channel. That's The Mind of Bazel. You can click the link in the bio, or you can head right over there. And I asked 12 different questions specifically about food, so you're going to love it. Much love to y'all. Peace.
So after Jesus died, or ascended, should I say, they took his teachings about awakening, inner divinity, and how to actually escape this matrix, and they distorted them all. And one of the biggest ones was to do with the calendar. How did they do that using his name?
Exactly. After Jesus ascended, they couldn't erase what he embodied, so they twisted it. He came to show people their own divinity, to teach that the kingdom of God is within, not in temples or systems. But that truth was too powerful. It couldn't be controlled, so it had to be rewritten. And one of the biggest distortions was time itself. They used Jesus' name to reset the entire timeline of humanity. Everything before him became before Christ. Everything after, Anno Domini, in the year of our Lord. But this wasn't about honoring him. It was about building a new framework, one where they could decide when time began. They made Jesus the dividing line, not to spread his teachings, but to install a new rhythm, one they controlled. They abandoned the ancient 13-moon calendar, which kept people in sync with nature, the cosmos, and feminine energy. In its place, they imposed the Gregorian calendar, uneven months, disconnected cycles, artificial order. Why? Because natural time supports awakening, but artificial time supports obedience. So they used his name to bury his truth. Not to remember him, but to control the rhythm of the world he came to set free.
So I've been showing you guys how the sky has been looking real different as of lately, y'all, particularly the clouds. They've been looking a lot bigger, a lot puffier, right? And sometimes looking like straight up cities in the sky. Well, take a look at this over here in Gulfport, Mississippi. Y'all see that? It's literally a pyramid in the sky. And look, it's alive, y'all. This one is very different from the one that we're used to seeing in the form of appearance, because this one looks more etheric. Look, it looks more, it's electromagnetic charge, right? Like it's bouncing off the light. Y'all see that? You can literally see the aura of the pyramid. It's vibrating on a higher frequency, but the energy field, you can see that it's cloaked in light. And look at the plasma, the lightning that's moving all around. Yo, and all of these animes have been telling us about the cities in the sky. Check this out from Naruto. This is from the episode The Land of the Sky. Do you guys see that over here? Hold on, let me zoom in. Do y'all see these statues? Look at that. Is that the Olmecs? Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that the Olmecs? Isn't that me? Let me close my eyes. Hold on. Isn't that me, y'all? Look at that. Look at this. They've been telling us about this. And don't you find it strange of how these buildings resemble pyramid shape? Y'all see that, man? These animes, they be telling us, man. Animes like Castle in the Sky. Animes like Dragon Ball Z, where they show Korin's Tower on top of Earth, and then on top of Korin's Tower you have Kami's Lookout, where human beings can't really go. Animes like One Piece, where they show Sky.
I'm surprised there's not more people in America speaking about this bill that Trump just signed. Y'all don't understand what's about to happen next. If you give people entertainment, they will forget about the things that's really important. We have two different life forms on this planet. We have one life form that lived from the heart, and the other life form lived from the mind. That's the real battle, the heart and the mind. The heart represents order, The mind represents chaos. The people that control this world, they are nothing but parasites. They don't have no energy, no light, no glow. They want your aura. They represents order and chaos. They know if they can bring in chaos, they can act like they're gonna give us order. Every time they crush the system, they pass another bill because that's like order. Right now, we are living in a world where people don't take nothing serious. And if you step back and look at the world, it's pretty clear. I want people to understand that everything in life is just a test. We have a creator that created us, and we are failing this test. We are letting parasitic beings take over our world. They don't even belong here. They don't have emotions. Why do you think they can cut down all the trees, poison all the water, drop bombs on innocent people? That's because they don't belong here. They took this shit from us. I'm not telling people to riot, protest, and march because that don't get shit done. You have to understand that we are all one. This is a mental test, not a physical test. If you are smart, you can see what's going on. If you are dumb, you're going to add to the chaos. It's a lot of dumb people in the world, not by accident or a mistake, on purpose. If you give people junk food, entertainment, they will never ask questions because they are comfortable. You can never get too comfortable, especially in the Matrix. Remember, everything in the universe is just a test, and we are in class right now. We have 3 classes: the poor class, middle class, and the rich class. There is no poor and there is no middle, it's just rich. They're trying to wipe out everyone. Well, they're not trying, they are doing it right in front of us, but we are so confused with the bullshit entertainment, we don't question things. If you want to know more about this or what's going to take place, check out my Patreon. The link will be in my bio. I break down everything, symbolism, how to escape the Matrix, and what not to do when shit like this take place. Don't forget that we are in a moon ritual. Just remember, the moon hijacked the feminine energy. So every time there's a new moon, the moon go in ovulation. When the moon is ovulating, she get our energy until she become a full moon. Then she give birth to chaotic energy.
Look at this, y'all.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for
But the other pole's still up, and the tree's still up, and the sign's still up.
Power. I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all. Look at the cords on the ground. It goes all the way down. Miles.
This was a hit. Didn't I tell y'all to learn symbolism this year? 2 days ago. It's gonna be a little different because the sun gonna be at its hottest. Veil will be the thinnest. The collective frequency will be split as fuck. Expect on or around July 4th more massive heat wave. This is literally as well as emotionally. And we can look forward to the system glitches, aka power outages. Maybe even a tech collapse too. We due for one of them. It's gonna be a major truth bomb from a celebrity or a politician real soon. When I say major, I mean major. Or ritualistic events disguised as an accident or prophecy or pattern recognition. Ooh, I'll take the pattern recognition for 100, Alex. I feel like Maui, California, Lahaina. Now, it's very well possible that I could be wrong on this, so correct me. I'm not above correction. But didn't Maui have laser precision destruction where the homes were gone but the trees were still standing? What about Cali? Full homes wiped. I mean, completely wiped out, supposedly, right? Trash cans still standing. Signs still standing. Trees still standing. Can't forget Lahaina either. Vegas feels like a power grid hit. I'm just gonna say. I'm the one that tell y'all, do not give them all the credit. But one thing I'm gonna say about this, not natural. Definitely a hit. A message. In the grid equals disabling the collective power, because electricity is not just power, it's also a frequency. Remember, I've been telling y'all this is a frequency-based war, spiritual warfare. Taking out them poles, they trying to interrupt energetic flow. All spiritual disorientation, have people in survival mode, fight or flight. It feels like a psychological ritual. Use fear and confusion so they can open up the portals that they want to open. Every natural disaster, let me put the on that, okay? Every natural disaster is nothing more than a collective fear event. Here is the fertile ground for mass manipulation. Timeline collapsing and opening up them portals I just told y'all about. But guess what? They need your help. They need your energy. They need your fear. They need your attention. What exactly does dust symbolize symbolically? A lot of people don't know this, but in ancient war magic, dust was used to cloud the enemy's mind. The storm is symbolic of mass, psychic, fogging. I just so happened to make a video yesterday talking about spiritual gifts and how they come online for people. And one of those major gifts that people are seeing is that they're psychic. Now they trying to blur the line between real and illusion so they can cause confusion. Speaking of illusion, Vegas equals the capital of illusion and energy exchange. The city runs on entertainment, sexual energy. And don't forget the gambling frequency, so that equals risk, chance, and manipulation of energy or manipulation of fate. Ain't it also the city of light? Because they knocked out the physical lights, it now becomes a spiritual ritual. Trying to rewrite fate lines, redirect energy current, attempting to collapse certain timelines of the awakened. Tried it in Maui, which was ancestral Hawaiian land. Cali to the dreamscape state. Now Vegas, the illusion capital. I know I could read into things a bit too much sometimes, but am I the only one peeping to play here? Now what can we expect next? More attacks on them frequency-based cities. I'm gonna be looking at places that has a lot of black and indigenous culture that's concentrated in one area. So think Atlanta, New Orleans, Miami, places like that. Storms, these accidents, these outages, they all aimed at energetic interference. I said still reigns true. PBB gonna be at an all-time high, so watch the sky for the fake sign. Are prepping people to believe in false gods, false prophets, all that type of shit. What's happening is the veil is thinning faster than what they can control. So I told y'all, they're not gonna try to go out without a bang. They know their time is up. True seers, the true mystics, and root workers are being activated, and they know what time it is. This ain't just a target, it's a trigger point. Believe that. Don't be surprised if this causes ripples in like the money markets, AI system. And we cannot forget the entertainment network. Expect more celebrity scandals, some casino hacks maybe. Big major public meltdown coming soon. I always tell y'all signs and symbols are for the righteous. Are you paying attention? You are? Okay, good. Observe, don't absorb. Make sure y'all get them comments and let me know your thoughts. You think this was a natural occurrence? Or we on the same page? Either way it go, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
How many prophets or psychics telling us there's going to be a global pole shift and cause mass destruction on Earth is it going to take before we actually listen? Because we talked about Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, right? Now let's talk about Gordon Michael Scallion, the man that made this map. Where did he get the vision for this map? Well, in 1979, he was in a meeting when he suddenly lost his voice. He said at that time, a woman appeared in front of him, provided him insights on his life and future world events. From that moment forward, he was psychic. He could see people's auras and he got visions of the future. That's how he came up with all of this. Could this map have been influenced by Edgar Cayce's predictions? A lot of people say yes, but Gordon Michael Scallion never said that. He did say, however, that this would be caused by a global pole shift, just like Edgar Cayce said. He said it would be a sudden pole shift and that the world would end up looking something like this, with California being gone, Florida underwater, Mississippi split in the United States. Unfortunately, Europe takes a hit and the UK is completely submerged. Africa is the most intact continent and becomes almost like a safe zone. It gains land. Unfortunately, Asia's coastline collapsed, Japan sinks. Just like Edgar Cayce predicted, new land will emerge from the sea. He predicted that Atlantis would rise. So did Gordon Michael Scallion, but he went a step further and predicted that Lemuria would rise as well. Lemuria, I always say that wrong. Not only did Scallion predict that we would have a global shift in land, he also predicted there would be a global shift in consciousness and people returning to a more spiritual lifestyle. Here's the gag though, it wasn't just these two guys that predicted a global pole shift would cause mass destruction on Earth. Chan Thomas wrote an entire book about it and the CIA classified it. They ended up declassifying it, but that's a whole other video.
Do you know that most of the time your biggest haters be the closest people to you? What was that saying? Keep your enemies close, but keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? So a lot of the people next to you, like, you could think like, oh, this person really fucks with me, this person really loves me, this person truly values the things that I say and who I am. But you have to watch them in them uncomfortable moments. You have to watch who they, because people, this is the Matrix, y'all. People are great actors. They will put on an act. They will put on a show. They will put on basically a mask, But y'all know me. It's fucking mask off. Fucking mask off. Ha! That was even me during the pandemic. Nah, bitch, mask off. I ain't wearing no mask. You see, because I've let all my shit out. The good, the bad, the fucked up, the ugly, you have to be genuinely, authentically who you truly are. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We came here to heal broken parts through ourselves, by healing self, through the bloodline. Whoever you chose to have in your life, you chose them for a specific reason, right? We're not the victim to any circumstance. We're higher beings. We chose to incarnate into these specific things because we all came here to heal planet Earth, right? So as long as you don't fully continue put your head completely into doing the shadow work, you will continuously attract trauma bonds. You will continuously attract haters into your life. You will continuously attract people and things and beings that's not really there to see you grow. I've had so many people smile in my back, smile in your face, whole time they want to take your place, they backstab, but people be mad that you be unapologetically you, right? That you can walk in the room and regardless of where you go, where you stand, who the fuck is around, you gonna still be you. You gonna still be whoever the fuck you truly are. You're not about to switch up. You're not about to put on no mask. You don't have shit to hide. What overcomes everything in the spiritual community, bro, is being transparent. Transparency. Openness. That's why y'all fuck with me. Y'all don't fuck with me because I'm perfect, because I'm not. Y'all fuck with me because I'm real, nigga. And the real gonna always outshine the motherfucking fakes. That's how it's gonna go. But yes, chosen ones, we be surrounded by haters because they want to be this authentic. They want to be as real as us. They want to shine like us. Right? But in reality, man, can't nobody be you. You got it. You got the juice. You got the sauce. You got it. You got it. Like... You got it. And so we have to learn to value our energy, value our sexual, spiritual, physical, mental. How to spot an energy vampire, right? So one of the first signs to tell that this person is an energy vampire, NPC, clone, sex demon, most of the time energy vampires feed off pure sexual energy, if not pure sexual energy, just any form of pure light that they can, because they are vampires. They don't have a soul. Their only purpose is to keep us trapped and suck us alive, and they feed off our pain, these energy vampires, right? So how can you tell an energy vampire? They take more than they give. Number one tell sign. Right. Another tell sign to tell is the energy vampire is if y'all start hanging around, you spend too much time with them, you have sex with them, your looks will start to degenerate. You will start looking horrible and they will start looking better than you because they're actually sucking your soul essence. They're actually draining you of your energy, but you just can't see it, baby. You just can't see it. You just lost. You just got your dick sucked so good, your pussy ate so good, dick so big. But yep, he's draining your energy. She's draining your energy. Right? Another tell sign of an energy vampire is they can't grow. They stay stuck. They're like an imitation flower. They're not a real flower, or like imitation crab. They're not real crab. It look like real crab. But when you smell it and you taste it, you be like, oh, this ain't real crab. But from a distance, oh, this look like real crab. Look perfect. This look like crab. You're like, this ain't no real motherfucking crab. Yes, that's an energy vampire, NPC, clone. I have multiple different words. Archons, multiple different words. They're not capable of growing, so they continue to stay in the same loop, doing the same shit every day. Like, you might not talk to this motherfucker for years. You come back, you be like, what you been up to, girl? The same shit. Girl, I ain't spoke to you for years, and I come back, and you still doing the same shit. From 3 years ago, you're an NPC, clone, energy vampire, right? So they want to be around us pure light beings, right? Around us chosen ones. They want to be around us because they know that they can imitate us because they're not real. So they're like, I can copy everything she's doing because she's real. Or I can copy everything he's doing because he's real. And then maybe I could appear like a real person to society. It's all technology, but in reality, they're really just here to fucking suck and drain us of all our energy. Right. Another way to spot an energy vampire, succubus, whatever, is they're overly clingy. Like they don't want to give you your space. Like real people, we be like, I love you, but let me get a little time by myself. You know, and I'm genuinely by myself. I'm not fucking with another nigga, not on the phone with my girlfriends, none of that. I really just want to spend some time with myself. And that's how real men are. So, you know, like, these are ways to tell they have a hard time being by themselves. They don't grow. They take more than they give. And when you start hanging around them, you start looking crazy. Your looks start to degenerate. That's how you know you around a motherfucking energy vampire. These are the motherfucking red flags. Take them and dip. Protect yourself. Self-love is always the best love, family. Always. All you niggas out here celebrating this, I'm at the park right now, right? It's hella people out here. There's barely any people here, right? But anybody who's supporting and celebrating this pagan ass holiday is a fucking clown, a slave. Yeah, we're not fucking free. How the fuck are we free when we still gotta pay to live? We still don't own shit, nigga. I own my house. No, the fuck you don't. Unless you got a allodial title, nigga. You still paying taxes on that bitch. And if a motherfucker quit paying taxes on that bitch, they gonna take it because it ain't yours. We don't own shit, but y'all here, oh, let's see, Independence Day, independence. The true slavery was you going to motherfucking work. And yeah, still going to work, so baby, you still a motherfucking slave. And y'all here, oh, it's funny that, so, oh, I just want to get together. Yeah, it's a satanic ritual, and they harvest, like, all these pagan ass holidays, they're energy harvesting. They're harvesting your fucking energy and doing fucking rituals with it. And y'all are so unconscious and don't really know what's going on in the conscious world that you're going out, even if you claim to be quote unquote conscious, you're still participating in these rituals, right? You're still like putting your energy into it, being around these people who are celebrating it, and that's why the omniverse in the world is fucked up the way it is right now, because niggas is really out here still celebrating Independence Day, and nobody ain't independent. Not a white person, not a nigga, not none of us. Only the elite. None of us are independent. They don't even abide by the treaties that was here for the true American, Indian, indigenous, aka black American people. They don't follow them treaties. They ain't following nothing. And look, these niggas is popping, yet they out here popping fireworks. That's why I ain't even come outside yesterday, and they still out here doing that cone ass shit. And then the crazy thing about it is, the motherfucking fireworks ain't even motherfucking good for the motherfucking universe. It's fumes and unnecessary toxins that's being let out in the fucking off what? Off our pain. Y'all celebrating us still being slaves. And it was just this nigga sitting next to me. He motherfucking got up and motherfucking left. Why? Because my throat chakra is open and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak how I feel no matter where I'm at, who I'm around, because y'all know real gonna be real. The fuck? So yeah, a nigga just got up and walked away because you know you're a fucking slave. You still work for this fucking system. We all motherfuckers still are suffering. We're paying for free electricity. We're paying for free water. Not only free water, shit water, right? They got us paying for shit water. So what the fuck are we independent from? Can somebody please tell me when you gotta walk around with a license and registration and insurance, and what are we free from? We still motherfucking slaves to this motherfucking system, all of us, until we all just say, you know what, fuck this system, fuck my job, fuck my manager, fuck this school, fuck this teacher, fuck these police, right? Until we get to the fuck it point, we're still slaves.
So why do Native Americans have dream catchers, right? They are part of one of the 12 tribes. So the things in y'all dreams, y'all want to dream about it and bring it back here. When you go to sleep, that's the astral realms. You have many different yous. This is why they say you multidimensional, because you are a soul. You have many different yous in multiple dimensions. The mental plane, the physical plane, the astral plane, the cosmic plane. These are many different planes. And your soul reside and can take information from many different planes. That's where your thoughts come from. All reality is thought. So the things you had in your dream, that's why they call it a dream catcher. You could dream about it and bring it back here because it was a thought. So you might be able to manifest it. Everything that people manifest today, they never seen it before. They had to bring it into fruition from their thoughts, their spirit, their soul, then their body implanted their thoughts in reality, physical reality, and they brought it to life, brought it to light. Right? So when y'all sleep, y'all go in the astral plane. That's why Travis Scott called it the astral realm. He go bring his thoughts to life. Y'all seeing how powerful and strong his thoughts is, and he emanating that to the world. Y'all saying he a genius. No, he just might be tapped into some knowledge y'all ain't tapped into yet. So y'all call him a god, and y'all put him on his stage. He high above y'all, and y'all down here. Why? Due to knowledge. Due to having more knowledge, more light than the next individual. That's the difference. He ain't no celebrity, he just got more light. That's why they call them stars. The star of Hollywood, how much light they got. And who giving them this knowledge. Again, I'm gonna make another video.
You got the COVID-19 shot, right? So how do you know if you're a zombie? How do you know if the COVID-19 shot really affected you, right? So you know the COVID-19 shot actually turns your DNA into mRNA. You can Google this. You can go on YouTube. You can search. Go on CDC.gov and look at what the actual vaccine is made of and what it does, right? It's literally free fucking information. It's a government website telling you what the fuck they're doing to you. So to see if you're a zombie or not, take your ass out in the sun. Sit in the sun all day when it's like 100 degrees. Take your ass in the sun. Get you a bottle of water. Get you some watermelon. Get you some fruit. Sit your ass in the sun. There's no herb. There's no detox. There's no oregano oil. There's nothing that you can ingest into your body to get rid of this, right? Quit listening to the false propaganda. People are, oh yeah, you can heal yourself if you just take this herb, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Usually that makes your ego feel good, don't it? At the end of the day, anybody who's real and got that jab, they all said their intuition told them not to get it. They went against their intuition. So there's spiritual consequences against going against yourself. Your intuition is you. That's your higher self. So you have to pay. There's like going to be spiritual consequences for you ignoring yourself. So the only way you can truly heal is take your ass out in the sun all day. Because one thing I noticed about all zombie apocalyptic movies, right, is that the zombies cannot come out during the day. The zombies cannot come out in the sun. Hence, freaks come out at night, right? So to see if you're a fucking modern day zombie or not, take your ass in this hot ass heat. Take your ass in this hot ass sun. Get you some fruit, meditate, and sit there all fucking day. Every fucking day. Every fucking day, take your ass in the sun, sit in the sun. That's the only way you can heal yourself. And if the sun irritates you, the sun burns you, you can't take the sun, then baby, you have been turned into a fucking zombie. You have been turned into a zombie. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Because the sun is the only thing that can cure you. Y'all, we come from the sun. We come from source. We come from the sun. So if you can't sit in the sun, then that's the number one tell sign that you are fucking turning. You're fucking turning. You went against your intuition, so now you have to pay. There's consequences for everything that you do. Right? And that's what people don't want to tell you. There's no herb. There's nothing out here that you can eat that can heal you from this fucking vaccine. The only way you can heal yourself is taking your ass in the fucking sun. Take your ass in the sun. All day. Every day. Especially when it's 100 plus. And let me know how that go. It's all love.
July the 7th, 2025. Mark that date down and start preparing now. If you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, then you know that I spent the last 3 months of last year warning y'all about what's going to happen on July the 7th, 2025. Because on July the 7th, Uranus is going to transition into Gemini. Uranus is known as the Great Awakener, also the revolutionary planet. And we haven't seen Uranus transition into Gemini at the same time Pluto is in Aquarius, and Aquarius being the zodiac sign that Uranus rules since the year 1775. This is going to have a profound effect on humanity as a whole, on the entire collective, but also on you as an individual. This is going to affect your life in ways you couldn't possibly imagine. Because the last time this happened, we were going through the American Revolution. At the same time, the Industrial Revolution was taking place. And that's exactly what's about to start happening. So first, I'm going to start by explaining what this means for the collective, for humanity as a whole, and then I'm going to explain what it means for you on the individual level. Because after July the 7th, 2025, the world as you know it is going to become unrecognizable. Things are going to start changing very rapidly. So let's get started. Let's break this down. And just so you're aware and prepared, the theme of this at the beginning is chaos. Chaos is coming for everyone, and there's nothing any of us can do to stop it. The only thing we can do is be prepared for it. And I'm going to tell you what you need to do to prepare for it later in this video, but the reason for the chaos is because you can't start a new thing without destroying what was there first. If you want to plant a beautiful garden, then you must first till up the land. You must destroy the land that was there in order to plant the beautiful garden with all the beautiful flowers. And that's what the universe is about to do for all of us. It's going to destroy the ground, destroy what was there first in order to rebuild and bring something more beautiful out. So in order to understand this chaos, we need to break down the meanings of everything going on. Uranus transitioning into Gemini. At the same time, Pluto is in Aquarius, but Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius. And Pluto being the planet of transformation, and Uranus being the Great Awakener and the revolutionary, this carries huge implications for everyone. Gemini represents communication and intellect. But it's also technology. So when Uranus, the planet that is the Great Awakener and the revolutionary, when it transitions into Gemini, it's going to rapidly speed up technological advancements. If you thought AI was taking over before, buckle up, because we ain't seen shit yet compared to what we're about to see. All right, now that we've got that aspect out of the way, let's consider Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Aquarius being the zodiac sign that Uranus rules. Pluto represents wealth, transformation, death, and rebirth. and shared resources. It's retrograde in Aquarius. Aquarius is the zodiac sign that represents the collective. It represents other people. It represents social media. It represents your communities. So all this is painting a very clear picture, and if you can't see it, don't worry, I'm about to explain it. All of this is painting a very clear picture, not just for the collective, but also for you as an individual. So first, let me cover what it means for the collective, then I'll explain what it means for you as the individual. Humanity is about to go through one hell of a revolution, but also the biggest technological boom we've ever seen. AI is guaranteed to take over, but also the financial system is going to change forever. The financial system is going to switch from a cash-based system to a crypto-based system. That's what Uranus and Gemini means. So it is of the utmost importance that you start investing in crypto while you still have time. Invest in cryptos while they're still affordable, because once that financial system switches to that crypto-based system, the prices of those cryptos are going to go up. That is why not only astrologers, but also the financial gurus of the world say there is a huge shift in wealth coming. That's confirmed by Uranus going into Gemini and Pluto being in Aquarius. Pluto representing obscene amounts of wealth. But in my opinion, it's even more important that you invest in cryptos that are in alignment with your astrology and numerology. That's how I've been investing in crypto, and that's what's made me the most money in crypto. Just investing willy-nilly hasn't done shit for me, but investing in cryptos that are in alignment with my astrology and numerology is where I found financial gain. All right, so now that we've covered the collective, what does it mean for you as an individual? But also, what do you need to do in order to prepare? So first, let's cover what it means. Your life, if you're not ready for this, is going to descend into chaos. But in that chaos is where you can find the most success. The reset portal that we just went through is preparing us for that. The identity reset and the life path reset that we've all gone through is to prepare us for Uranus going into Gemini. But with Pluto being retrograde in Aquarius, the universe is telling you to go within and reevaluate. Whenever a planet is retrograde, you need to reevaluate those areas of your life. I'll explain the specifics in a minute. But with Pluto being the planet that represents wealth and abundance, transformation, and shared resources, and because it's retrograde in Aquarius, you're going to have to reevaluate the people you're attached to, because Aquarius represents other people. So you're going to have to reevaluate, who are you sharing your resources with? Are they holding you back, or are they giving you that boost that you need? This will either be very good for you or very bad for you, because at the same time Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius and Uranus is transitioning into Gemini. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Jupiter is luck, abundance, and expansion, and it's in Cancer, the zodiac sign that it's exalted in. And when a planet is in the zodiac sign that it's exalted in, that is the best possible zodiac sign for that planet to be in. This could be the best thing to ever happen to you. Everything you've been waiting to happen that would give you that boost into stepping into that financial freedom that you've always desired. It's all happening right now. You just have to capitalize on it. And what you need to know is which houses in astrology you have Aquarius in, which house do you have Gemini in, and which house you have Cancer in. And here's why. Because whichever house you have Gemini in, that's going to be the aspect of your life that goes through the most transformation, the most revolution. Whichever house you have Aquarius in, this is going to be the aspect of your life where you have a lot of wealth found, but also the aspect of your life that you need to reevaluate the people in your life that may be holding you back. And if they are, you need to cut those motherfuckers off. Whichever house you have Cancer in, this is going to be the aspect of your life that you find the most luck, abundance, and expansion from. If you've never heard of the houses of astrology, it goes like this. Every single person's birth chart is divided up into 12 sections. Each section is called a house, and each house represents one of the 12 core aspects of your life. First house is your physical form. Second house is how you get money and your personal values. The third house is communication and intellect. Fourth house is family. Fifth house is creativity, romantic pursuits, your inner child, and your actual children. The sixth house is your health, daily routines, and pets. And the seventh house is marriage and partnerships. And the eighth house is shared resources, obscene amounts of wealth, because that's Pluto's house. It represents everything Pluto does. So everything I said about Pluto, that's the eighth house. So obscene amounts of wealth, shared resources, death and rebirth cycles. The ninth house is higher knowledge and long distance travel. The 10th house is career, legacy, and public image. The 11th house is community and social media. And the 12th house is everything you can't see with your physical eyes. So that's the deepest part of the subconscious, hidden realms, deepest desires, your dreams, so on and so forth. So more than anything else, you need to know which of the 12 houses you have Aquarius in and which house you have Gemini in, especially which house you have Gemini in, because that's going to be the aspect of your life that goes through the most chaos over the next 7 years. And like I said, Uranus goes into Gemini on July the 7th. That's the 7-7 portal, and it'll be there for 7 years. So we got 7-7-7. This could be 7 years of growth or 7 years of chaos. It's all depending on if you're prepared for it or not. If you want all the information you need to know sitting in your email in an easy to read and easy to understand format, click the link in my bio, get the Bible of you or the All of You, because both of those break down every single house in your astrology, all 12 houses, what zodiac signs are in there and what that means. Also, which planets and what asteroids and what luminaries are in there and what that means. And like I said, it's a very easy to read and easy to understand format. On top of that, they both tell you everything you have coming up over the next year, according to astrology and numerology, so you can be prepared for that instead of getting crushed by it, instead of going into chaos. Both the Bible of You and All of You come with the most in-depth numerology reading you can get on the market, breaking down much more than just your day number and life path number. It'll also cover your soul urge number, maturity number, destiny number, so on and so forth. Every single number in your numerology profile will be explained in great detail. Both the Bible of You and All of You will tell you careers you're guaranteed to find wealth and success in because they are in alignment with your astrology and numerology. And most importantly, both the Bible of You and All of You give you a list of cryptos that you should be investing in because they'll be cryptos that are in alignment with your astrology and your numerology. These will be cryptos that you're guaranteed to get return on. These could be cryptos that you find that wealth that you've been missing in. For the next 3 days, both the Bible of You and All of You are discounted over $100 off, and you can use the promo code Jupiter for an additional 15% off on top of that $100 discount. I've even included an option that says pay in 4. If you click that, you'll get your reading in 3 to 5 business days, guaranteed, and you don't have to pay for it all right now. You can pay it over the next couple months. But the difference between the Bible of You and the All of You is they both contained everything I just mentioned before, but the All of You contains twice as many readings and twice as much information. It's double the size. This is a very easy to read, easy to understand reading. Actually, it's a massive package of readings, but it'll help you be prepared for what's coming. If you don't want a reading from me, that's cool. I get it. I understand. Either go to a different astrologer that you resonate with or go to the internet and learn all this for yourself. I've been doing it for 15 years. I promise you my information is accurate.
I just want to say, anybody that's mad at Trump, you need to go read your Bible again. He's only doing what he's supposed to do. You need to go reread Revelations chapter 21, verse 1. And it tells you, and I saw a new heaven and new earth. In order for a new heaven and new earth, the old one would have to pass away. So you need to, don't be mad at him. You're supposed to see what he's doing, though. It's a sign. It's going to be destruction. And for that destruction, it's going to yield for some type of reconstruction. That's why a new heaven and new earth. Do you get the parable? Do you get what they're saying? It has to happen. The only reason why you be mad at Trump is if you're still attached to the old earth or the old world. They told you about the trumpets being born. Trump is the 47th. If you switch 47, you get 74 again. Just like the Larry Hoover, just like the GD. Larry Hoover is 74. It's all happening in the 9. 2025, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. And if you even go, Trump on his first elect was the 45th president. 4 plus 5 is 9. It's all happening in divine order. You need to get right with God. That's the sign. Okay? That's what I've been telling you. That's what we've been attempting to tell you for this whole time. So the prophecies are being fulfilled and Trump is doing exactly what he needs to do. So get right with you. Love and peace, fool. Come here real fast. No. Before you think I'm crazy, let me just show you. You know, I don't want to just keep talking. You know, if you go to Genesis chapter 6 and you read from verse 1 to verse 4, you know what you'll find? They say there were giants on the earth. And in those days, and those giants came with the sons of God, came into the daughters of men. And bore children. Niggas was having sex. Yeah. Right there in your Bible. These motherfuckers came from the Uranos. The heavens came down and had sex with daughters of men. So, yes, some of y'all have extraterrestrial DNA that predates this planet. Oh, you know, I'm crazy. I gotta keep going. This nigga's blasphemy. Oh. It's not a ploy for attention. It's not a game. All the prophecies that the Bible, the Quran, all of it that's happening is happening right now. It's not a game. I don't know why people think it's a game. Everything that your pastors, they was in the church jumping up and down. People's out there catching the Holy Spirit, moving around. It's happening. All of it is happening right now. And you need to be right here. Where is here? Here's where the heart is. Here is the center, where that art is, that arc is. That's where it's happening. And if you're not in the present, then you're gonna miss the sign. You're gonna miss the call. They told you it's gonna come like a thief of the night. Go read your scriptures again. They told you it's gonna happen that fast. They told you, and you had to be ready. You had to marry the lamb. You had to dress in your white garments. They're talking about you had to purify yourself. You gotta get what they're saying. It's all happening right now. This is why they got most people stuck about they got people talking about crypto and all this different extra shit in the future. And then it's a synthetic future. And then in the past, they got people stuck in their past. Why can't they just be right here? Right in the center. All the prophecies, every single one is happening. All of it is going on. The seventh seal was opened in the years of the 1900s. It's all happening right now, and you need to get right now. All right, God. And yes, your planet most definitely is alive. This is why it can grow things naturally. This is why you have cellular molecular organisms or biomolecular organisms that they move through the earth, and not just through the earth, through your atmosphere. You have atoms, you have all these things, even the things that are taking place in your body, like cells. You can't see these things, but they're very much alive. Yeah, the earth is very much alive, and it has its own breath, and it has its own auric field. It has its own inner sun. It's the core. It's called the core of your earth. It has all of that. But they won't teach. Those are the hermetic sciences that they don't teach people, because when they westernized everything, it was like all the stuff that your ancestors knew, they kind of took from you. So unless you went back and studied that stuff, you wouldn't know what your ancestors knew. But yes, especially out there in Africa, they talk about the motherland. They say Mother Earth. Yes, because they understand that it is alive. Okay, and it is fighting back because too much negative archons have been in control of the planet. So the planet is restoring back to balance. So it had to be destruction for this new reconstruction that's going to take place. And what these men are trying to do are they're trying to override it with their own stuff, but they're not going to be able to do it because man does not have no power over God or over the divine. You get what I'm saying?